Hello and welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you recall my worm bin that I have in the garage, the one that was 2 feet deep, 4 feet wide and 7 feet long. It is now gone, and the worms are now in those green bags that you see there, in the totes and buckets that you see there, and in those crates that you see there. And the reason for that is the bin occupied a lot of floor space in the garage, and I want to minimize the amount of space that it occupied. So I dismantled it, and then I created a shelving in its place, so it will be able to hold the same amount of worms, but it will occupy less floor space. To be honest, I'm really going to miss that bin because, as I've said several times in previous videos, the more space a worm has in a bin, the more they reproduce, the faster they reproduce, and the more they reproduce. So I'm going to miss it for that purpose. But the disadvantage of it, apart from taking up a lot of floor space, was that it was hard to reach to the back of the bin because it's 4 feet wide, and the back of the bin was against the wall, so it would be difficult. I had to be putting something to stand on to access the back, and even then it was a bit cumbersome. So now, in place of that, I have this shelving. I just finished building it yesterday. So that's the new shelving, and this will be able, each section is going to be able to hold 2 bins. I'm going to be making my own bins, and it is going to be able to hold 24 bins that are going to be 12 inches wide, 24 inches deep, and 11 inches high. So 2 of those, 24 of those across. And then for the 2 top shelves here and the upper one there, these are going to be holding trays that are 12 inches wide, 24 inches deep, and 6 inches high. And the reason I made these to hold the smaller bins is because we'll be working from up above, and because of the weight of the bins, I don't want to be lifting bins that are very heavy and cumbersome to move about. So I made the 2 top shelves smaller, so that it can hold smaller bins that are not as heavy. And so this section with the 6-inch high bin can hold, I've got 3 sections times 2, that is 6, and then each section holds 2, so that will be 12 bins. So we're going to have 24 bins on the bigger shelves, and then we're going to have 12 on the upper shelves. So I am going to be doing a video pretty soon, because I'm going to be starting to make the worm bin today. So I'm going to be doing a video that shows how I make those bins. It's going to be different from the average bins that you see. And there's a little bit of experiment that I'm going to be doing with some fabric as well for those worm bins, to see how that works. Anyway, I'm not going to be giving you too much information, and so that is it for now. I'm going to try and hurry up and get the bins complete, because I am not very comfortable with where they are now and what they are in now. They're a bit difficult to manage because, as you can see, things are stockpiled on each other. These things tend to dry out a little bit more readily, and I just don't have the time to access all of these. These are my experiments that I have going on at the moment, and I don't have the time to access these, nor what it takes to take care of the bin. But the good thing is that all the bin have been well moistened, and they have sufficient food, because, as you can recall, over the winter I had filled the bins with dried leaves, and I've been touching it up with food scraps from time to time, so I don't worry about them where food is concerned. I'm just concerned about the moisture and all, and I just don't feel comfortable with where they are at the moment, so I'll be sorting that out as quickly as possible. And another thing, the bins that I am making, I am designing them in such a way that they will be a bit on the lighter side. I have a bit of worm tea that I am making here to fertilize my seedlings. Anyway, if you enjoy my video, please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, click the notification button, leave a comment below if you have any questions or any suggestions, and I thank you for watching, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful afternoon.